Good morning, students. Today's discussion will be on the chapter nouns. Okay. Today I will discuss on the chapter kinds of nouns. You know the definition of noun. You have already learned. You know that noun is a word that is used to give a name to a thing, a person. Okay. You can see the definition. A noun is a naming word that is used to name living beings, places, things, ideas, and feelings. We have already learned it. You can see the examples of nouns. John is a clever boy. In this sentence, John is noun, boy is noun. Next, his honesty impresses everybody. Here you can see that honesty is noun. Clear? So, these are the features of noun. A noun is a name of a person, place, animal, or thing. It also names an idea or feeling also. Clear? Now, what you have to do first, as you have learned a lot about nouns, you can do this exercise. Identify the naming words. What you have to do, you just have to write the answer in your book. Use your book. No need to do it these answers in your notebook. You can do these answers in your grammar book. Okay. Henry is a prince of Great Britain. What you have to identify? Identify means you just underline this noun. Okay, where is noun? Here I can just give you an example. Henry. Here it is a noun. Okay, just naming word. So lot of nouns are there. You have to find out the nouns from these sentences. Now let us come to the next part, that is kinds of nouns. Nouns are of, you know that five types of nouns are there: common, proper, collective, material, abstract. Okay, one by one I will discuss on each type of nouns. Common nouns. What is common nouns? The nouns that name persons, places, or objects of the same kind are common nouns. Okay, so nouns name persons, places, or objects of the same kind. These nouns should be of the same kind. If I give you an example, then it will be clear to you. Just have a look. A common noun is a word that does not refer to any particular person, place, or thing. It gives a common name to a person, place, animal, thing of the same class or kind. Suppose I can give an example. Okay. Ram is a good boy. In this sentence, you can see that boy is a common noun, but Ram is a proper noun. Clear? So, a common thing has been mentioned. Common thing means a common noun. It is common noun. Same as the like book. If I say book, so I can tell about any books. But when I will give the name of particular book, history book, geography book, then it will be proper. Okay. Here boy has a river. Suppose a river. If I say river, it is common noun. But if I can give the name of any particular river, maybe Ganges, maybe Godavari, maybe okay, whatever the river name, okay, Tapti. If I give the name, then okay, particular name, when I will give the particular name, then it will be proper noun. So I think it is clear to you. Next, come to the proper noun. Nouns that name particular places, persons, or objects are called proper nouns. Proper nouns are words which name specific people, things, places, or organizations. Such as I was just giving you the example. Sometimes you give names to pets also. These are the names: pets, Kitty, Tommy. You can see the Sachin Tendulkar, Mumbai, India. I can take this example, Mumbai. Okay, Mumbai is a big city. If I say Mumbai is a big city, in this sentence you can say that two nouns are there: Mumbai and city. Mumbai is a proper noun, but city is a common noun. Clear? So these are the these are the examples. Lot of examples. You can see the Times of India, Park Street, Goa. When you will do the exercises, then it will be concept will be clear to you. So common nouns are not capitalized. Proper nouns begin with capital letters. Okay. One more thing you have to remember this rule: proper nouns begin with a capital letter. Proper noun, whatever you can see. Can you see that Sachin Tendulkar, Mumbai? All proper nouns, okay, begin with capital letter. Okay, so we have explained common noun and proper noun. Now come to the next page. This is about in this page. Okay, in this page, circle the proper nouns and underline the common nouns. Some examples has been given. I'm just telling you what is this. This is page number, perhaps page number 12. Okay, just follow the page number. This is page number 12 of your grammar book. This is page number 12 of your grammar book. Okay, on top, circle the proper nouns and underline the common nouns. It has been given. What do you have to do? No need to write these sentences in your notebook. Just do it in your grammar book. Okay, on circle the proper nouns. Suppose and underline the common nouns. In this sentence, Rajiv and Priyanka are brothers and sisters. You have to find out the proper nouns. If it is, suppose I am giving you the example. Okay, here Rajiv, Priyanka are proper nouns. So what you will do? You just circle them. Clear? Next, come to the, so you can do it. Okay, I will give you the answer key later. Now next, come to the collective noun. Nouns that name of a group or a class of similar things or persons taken together and spoken of as a whole, as one whole, are called collective nouns. Nouns that name a group or a class of similar things or persons taken together and spoken of as one whole are called collective nouns. Army, herd, okay, fleet, bunch, pack. Can give you, okay, very easy example, a bunch of keys. You know that keys, lot of keys are there and it is a bunch, then it will call a bunch of keys, but it is a collective noun. Okay, bunch, collection of something else. Collective nouns are treated as single units. They can be used as common nouns. These are the features actually. They're naming words used for many animals, things, persons and places taken together as units. Flock of sheep, a suite of rooms. These are all. Here a lot of examples have been given. So you know that these will be used. A pack of curds, dogs, wolves. Here pack will be, okay. A suite of rooms, a team of players, school of fees. Okay, a swarm of bees, a crew of sailors, a mob of people, a flock of birds, okay, a pack of birds, okay, it will be wrong. A herd of cattle, here herd will be used, a herd of cattle, okay, not a flock of cattle. Clear? So you have to understand these things. Next you have to do this. What? Match the words in column A in appropriate word in column B. You just have to match it. Okay, what will come with? A fleet of, what will be the answer? Just write the answer just below it. A fleet of, just write below it. An orchard, okay, just write below it. Clear? An orchard of, a crowd of, like this. Just what will be the answer? Just write a fleet of. I'm not going to tell you the answer. You can do it better. Okay, just do it the answer. This answer you can also do it in your grammar book. Now come to the next. There is a material noun. Nouns that name materials or substances that we see and touch or are ingredients for making things are called material nouns. Nouns that name materials or substances that you see. You can see that materials that is made of gold. So it is gold. We can see and touch, and we can also touch the things. Okay, touch these nouns and these ingredients also. Yeah, we can touch the ingredients for making these things. These are called material nouns. Gold, steel, copper, iron, wood, clay. We all know. Sorry. Features of this noun. Material nouns are used in the singular form. No articles is used before them. Okay, no article is used before material noun. The window is made of glass. Okay, bring a glass of water. Okay, a glass of water, not water. Okay, just a glass of water. Here has been used, but before a glass, not water. Okay, now come to the next page. This is page number 13 of your grammar book. Okay, we have already discussed about material noun. A material noun becomes a common noun when there is an article before it or if the noun is in plural form. So there is a rule. Material noun becomes a common noun. Okay, we can make the material noun common noun when there is an article before it, when there will be an article before it, or if the noun is in plural form. Okay, these are the exceptional rule. Now come to the next abstract rule. Abstract nouns. Nouns that name ideas or concepts, quality, feeling, some state or thing which cannot be touched or seen are called abstract nouns. You know that there are some nouns what we cannot touch, we just can feel these things. Okay, feel these nouns. Suppose honesty, sweetness. Have you ever seen honesty? No. We have seen an honest person, but honesty you have never seen. It is a concept, it is an idea. Okay, bravery, heat, love is a feelings. Okay, it's a noun, but it is a name of a feeling. Anger, these are all. Okay, these are all. So nouns that name things or concepts, quality, feelings, some state or things which cannot be touched or seen are called abstract nouns. So value corner, that is a, we learn it something here. When we add ry to the word brave, it becomes an abstract noun, bravery. Okay, when, what is bravery in your opinion? To beat someone or to someone, it is your idea. Just think about it. Now abstract nouns are names of things that cannot be touched or seen. Abstract nouns cannot be touched or cannot be seen. Okay, fill in the blanks with words given in the box. Here also you can also do it in your grammar book. We had lot of dash at the birthday party. We had lots of. What will be the answer? Common, proper, abstract. Okay, what noun will be used? You have to write fun, pack, anxiety, honesty, team. What will be the answer? No, that very simple. The cricket dash received a warm welcome. What will be the answer? Team. A lot of fun. First one answer. I told you the two answer. The rest of the work is yours. Okay. Now there is a rule how to form abstract nouns. Okay, the formation of abstract nouns. How? Now, abstract nouns can be formed by adding syllables like ry, ness, sip, and so on. Syllables means that syllables are the parts of a word. Okay, that can be pronounced at one attempt. Bravery. So if you say bravery, just break it. We can break it in two syllables. Bravery. So brave, we just have added one syllable, bravery. So loneliness, but look at the spelling. Okay, so lonely, when it will be loneliness, okay, li, here it will be li. Friendship is the easy thing. So these are all friend, lonely, brave. So we have added ship, nessry, and we have made it abstract nouns. So your next is your homework. Fill in the blanks with abstract nouns made from the word given in brackets. What you have to do? So you have, these are the words given in the brackets. Fill in the blanks with abstract nouns. Okay. Now we are attracted by the not beautiful. Don't fill it with beautiful. Okay, you have to make the abstract noun of this. Beautiful is an adjective. Okay, so you have to make the abstract. What will be the form of abstract? Okay, then you have to change it and then fill it. You have to, okay, this is the next. Come to the next page. That is the perhaps the last page of this chapter. Next. So these are the exercises of the previous page. Okay, one more thing about noun you have to understand, that is countable and uncountable nouns. Nouns are also classified as countable and uncountable nouns. Nouns which cannot be counted are called which nouns which can be counted are called countable nouns. Okay, common nouns are easily countable. Suppose books, boys, bottles, houses, we can count. Museums. Nouns which cannot be counted are called sound. Very easy thing. Okay, nouns which cannot be counted are called uncountable. Sugar, salt. Can you count sugar? You can say 1 kilogram of sugar, but you cannot count sugars. Okay, salt, liquid, cold air, and these are all uncountable nouns. So there are some features. Uncountable. A and one are used with singular nouns. A pen, an apple, a pig. These are all used. A and or one are not used with uncountable nouns. These are not used. That means a and one are not used with uncountable nouns. Qualified by many, a few, and numbers. This is qualified by, these countable nouns can be qualified by 2 pencils, a few students, many, but these are not qualified by much and little. Okay, so here you can see the exercises also. You can do it in your book or just take it. What is the answer? Just think about it and do it. Okay, so there are some glossary, some features. Common nouns, these are the actually from the whole chapter. Okay, this whatever you have learned. Common nouns name persons, places, or objects the same kind, like pen, pencil. Proper nouns name any specific people, things, places, or organizations like Bengaluru city. Collective nouns name a group or a class of similar things, a person taken together and spoken of as one whole, like crowd, group, flock. Abstract nouns name ideas or concepts, quality, feeling, some state or thing which cannot be touched or seen, like hatred, kingdom, love. These are all okay. Countable nouns are nouns that can be counted, like an apple, an X, qualified many or a few. Uncountable nouns are nouns that cannot be counted, like salt, water, qualified by much and little. Material nouns are uncountable nouns. These are all about this chapter. We have learned, completed. So what you have to do? You have to do these answers. You have to you watch the video carefully. Then you can do the exercises in your grammar book. No need to do any exercise from this chapter in your grammar notebook. Use your grammar book. Some of the answers you can do these answers in your grammar book easily. So complete it. I will give you the answer key next day. And if you have any doubt, you can ask me in my doubt clearing session. Okay, so that's all for the day. Thank you.